Hello, this is a video for the collective. Today I'm going to show you just flourishes. Flourish can be anything really. It can be just something that just impresses your friends really, so it can be just cool cuts that just look nice. But the ones I'm going to be showing you today, I think it's called the spring. It just looks like that. You see most magicians do this, to be honest. It just looks like that. So how you hold the deck, you're going to hold it in opposite corners. So I'll be holding it with my opposite hand I usually use. So I usually hold my cards in my left hand, but I want to be using my right hand to spring it. So you hold it in opposite corners with your middle finger and your thumb, just like so, just like that. And then use your index finger to support the card there. And all you do is just make a bit of tension by bending the cards. And if you practice by doing it going downwards first, like this, so it'll look like that. So I'll just show that again. Opposite corners, use that to support, and sort of release your thumb. And then after a while of doing that, you'll understand how to do it sideways, so it will be easier to spring out. So it just looks like that. And that's a spring. Right, now I'm going to show you something. I don't actually know what this is called. It's just pretty much just something that you can use to change the card, like that, as you can see. I think it's called the snap change. And look, as you can see, it just changes the two top cards like that. So that card's on top, and you flick it, and then that card comes on top. Okay, so all you have to do with this, you swipe off one card and show them the card. So, and then whilst you're doing that, you use this hand to push off, and when you push it back in, you have your pinky underneath it, so there's a break, just like so. But they can't see this, only you can see this. And then, so I'll show you again, swipe off, show them the card, and then do the break, so your pinky's inside the deck, just holding it up a bit so it's easier to pick up. And then all you do is just show them that card, put that on top, you tap it and sort of like push it around so it's dead straight, so it doesn't move around like that, so it's dead straight. And you pick up the two opposite corners like so. Because you have the break, you can pick it up and bend it like so. So it looks like one card and there's actually a card on the bottom. And then you use your finger and your ring finger here on the two opposite ends of this, and you sort of bend it like that, and then when you release it, it changes. But to practice this, or you have to make sure you have like the right amount of bend, so you bend that a little bit and then ready, changes. So that was I think it's a snap change. Right, I'm going to show you one more, and this is just a false shuffle. So if you wanted to keep a card on the top, for example that card, you can just do something like this, so it's still on the top. Okay, I'll show you how to do this. All you need to know in this is something called a swing cut, where it's just breaking the cards, swiping them over, and so. I'll show you that again. So you're going to hold it with your thumb on the bottom, and your two fingers, your index finger and your middle finger on the top, and use your index finger to break apart half, like I'll say about a third of the deck, and you use your left hand or your preferred hand that you usually hold cards in to grab it, and you do that again like so. But whilst you're doing that, you're going to have your pinky stuck underneath there, and then you're going to slap that on top. Well, you can do anything really, so you can just swipe, swipe, slap, and then bring that to the top, or like I like to do it like that. So I'll show you how to do that one actually. So you swing cut it like that, you get another bit to swing cut, but whilst you do that you hold it onto the bottom with your thumb, so your hand's like this, so your second finger's holding that one, your middle finger's holding the middle bit, and then your index finger's holding the top bit. And you swing cut another bit over, so remember that's the bottom, that's the top pile, and then you can either do that, so that's still on the top, so like so, or you can do swing cut, swipe it, and then put your index finger underneath this pile and bring it over like that. So I'll show you that again. So you're going to go swing cut, put that on the bottom, swing cut another bit, bring that over, put your index finger underneath with these 3 fingers on top, push it over like that, so it's sort of showing them. I'll show you again. Over, and then you're going to grab that bit there and bring that on top, so you can bring that back on top and just sort of square it up, and then you kind of slap that on there, or you can do something like a fan or something and push it into there, so it just looks nice. And that's just an easy false shuffle.
Sup guys, today this is the advanced tutorial for card flourishes. Card flourishes is something that you can just do to impress your friends, or it just shows skill with a pack of cards really, and kind of it's just like something to show really. There's a lot of different types of card flourishes that you can do, and I'm going to teach you some slightly more advanced ones. If you haven't seen the video before, which is the more basic card handling skills. So let's get into it. The first thing I'm going to show you is a Charlier cut, which is when it's a one-handed cut of the cards, and to do this you want to hold your deck in, it's called mechanics grip this is, and it is your thumb on the left hand side, pointer on the top, pinky on the bottom of the deck, and then your index and your middle and ring finger on the other side. And with this you support the cards upwards, so you elevate the cards in your hand, and then with your thumb you tilt it up to release about maybe 1/4 to half the cards. Right, so, and then you use your pointer finger here, which you've taken off of here, to push them up enough so that it clears this top packet and slides over, and then that's just basically the main part of it. It's just from here down, slide over, move your pointer out of the way so it slides down and drop on top. Another type of card flourish is the thumb fan. It's quite an impressive one because it displays all the cards, and for this trick you need to use your 2 fingers and place them on the lower part of the deck, lower back part, and then put your thumb on the kind of the lower 1/4 of the deck, and then use your pointer finger on the opposite hand to spread them round in like a circular kind of motion. So from here, and you spread it round, and on the top corner, and as you do this you release cards like one by one, and this gives you nice spacing on the other side. So I know when I first started off they were a bit blocky and I wasn't really getting much of a smooth thing, but if you persevere with it you'll start to get how to get this nice placement here. The next thing I'm going to show you it's quite an advanced, it's the civil cut. This is made famous by Dynamo, and this is, it can be a false cut, which means it doesn't actually do anything really, so it kind of seems a bit pointless, but it does look very fancy. So you just splitting the cards off into different piles, and that's it really. You can hold it out as long as you want. So get into it. You're going to do this thing, it's called a Z cut, and you'll break off a pack with your pointer, another pack with your, actually you probably want to get about maybe 1/8 of the deck with your pointer finger, about another 1/8 with your middle finger, and then you want to break up with your thumb for the last maybe half of the deck. So you've got something like this, and as you can see you can pivot it around your hand, around your thumb, and with this you want to pivot it over and use your thumb here to grab onto the corner of this middle packet, and use your other middle finger to grab onto this middle packet, and then from here you want to release it and go over, so this bottom packet goes over the top of this middle packet, so this middle packet now becomes the bottom packet, and then take your pointer finger again, cross over and steal it from the thumb and use your other thumb to grab onto this middle pack. And then I like to use my pinky just to kind of pull it over, and you're back where you started again. So we're back here again. And you can just continuously keep doing this to give you, and then you can just to give you a nice card flourish. It does look it is quite a difficult thing to master, but it does take quite a lot of practice as well. And yeah, once you've got some more advanced on your cardistry, you can start linking them together into different flourishes, so you can go from like one thing into another, so you can just run it all the way through. Oops. So yeah, thank you very much for watching.